Welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry, I'm apologizing now. I have been MIA for the past like 3 days. It was a crazy weekend. It was my mom's birthday, the Super Bowl. We hosted both events, didn't have time to film anything. It was just crazy. And then today is Monday. As you can see, my face isn't even completely on. I did not go to work today because I did not feel very well last night and then this morning. Had some issues with the digestive system. Let's not get into that. But yeah, wasn't feeling too great. Didn't go to the gym. Didn't really do anything at all today. The most productive thing I did was, I think, put my laundry away. Laundry I did on Friday, mind you. And that's pretty much it. So I'm not feeling as bad anymore. So you know what? I'm like screwed up this weekend because I did not eat well at all. But fresh start. I know I've given myself like 15 fresh starts since I've started, but that's okay because when you fall, all you can do is get back up again. And it is, I don't care if you have to do it once or you have to do it 20 times. All we can do is keep going. So I'm going to keep going, gonna get this meal prep going. I'm going to do meal prep for myself and for Vinny, making chicken, brown rice, and broccoli, and of course, vegetable soup. So keep watching. Okay, so step one, we are going to roast these broccoli florets. I got this big old bag from Ralph's or Kroger, whatever it may be called where you're at, for $4.99. I don't think I'll use the entire bag. I'll see how much I can fit into my bowl because I like to season them first. So I'm just going to open this up, throw them in this bowl, season them with a little bit of olive oil and my McCormick seasoning. I'll show you in just a sec. And I'll start heating up these chicken thighs. So I got both of these packages at Ralph's. So yeah, let me show you how it's done. Okay, so these are seriously gigantic pieces of broccoli. I did not use the whole bag, so that's good. I just put a little chip clip on them, put them in the fridge, and I'll probably use them for something else this week for dinner. So when I have gigantic pieces of broccoli, I just take my kitchen scissors and I chop them up like this because I'm just not like who can eat this gigantic? This is like as big as my mouth. So I just kind of take them, chop them up like this. If the stem's really big, I'll cut that off too, just to make little broccoli trees. All right. Okay, so now that that kind of cutting process is over, I'm going to start seasoning these puppies. So step one, I use this olive oil, this of Italy from Sprouts. So I don't really measure it out. It's really not that much, just kind of like so they're all coated. So I'll do that and kind of give it a little shake. And one more. Cool, and that's about it. So I would say that ends up being what? About a tablespoon for the entire thing. Shake it around. And then I put my favorite McCormick Himalayan pink sea salt, black pepper, and garlic seasoning. I've said it once, I'll say it again. I love this seasoning. It's so good on everything. Chicken, vegetables. I've never tried it on beef, but I probably would. I think I've done it on fish. I mean, I've put it on my eggs. It's awesome. Get it. I've only ever seen it at Walmart, but if it's any, just give it a try. It's fantastic. This is actually a new package, so I have to take off the lid. Okay, so same thing. I just go ahead, shake that around, make sure everything gets coated. All right. Perfect. Okay, so now I got my big old sheet pan. Just gonna line that with some aluminum foil. Line that up. Usually I would spray these, but because they already have oil on them, they don't stick. So I just spread that out. Kind of give it a go. And something I found, when you turn the broccoli upside down, the top of it gets crispier. I would honestly think it was the other way around, but I've done this many, many times, and that seems to be the way to do it. So let me arrange that, and they'll be ready to pop in the oven. Okay, so I got all these turned around. Just going to pop them in the oven at 400 degrees for about 30 minutes. I always keep my eye on them just in case, but 30 minutes usually seems to do the trick. Okay, so I got my chicken ready. These are really big chicken thighs, so this will probably be more than enough for meal prep and possibly for dinner tonight, along with my chopped onions. So what I'm going to do is I'm only going to cook 3 at a time, because the last time that I put them all together and crowded them into one pan, they still came out good, but not as crispy, and the onions weren't as caramelized as I would like. So bear with me here, gonna do 3 at a time, but that way I can show you the process and how everything goes. Okay, so first things first, gonna coat my pan with my Pam extra virgin olive oil. So I got that. Done, beautiful. Gonna let that heat up a bit. I usually just like toss. Yeah, if it doesn't start sizzling, that means it's not ready. Let me actually add some garlic in there too. Okay, just added my minced garlic in there. I like to buy my garlic already minced. It just makes my life so much easier, and I use garlic a lot, so this actually goes pretty quickly. All right, so I got my garlic in there. Let's get that going. Okay, see, that's a good sign. I like to hear that sizzling. So at this point, I just start adding my onions in there and let those caramelize a little bit before I get my chicken in there. So I know that there's a lot of you out there who don't like onions, and I completely understand. I grew up in a house where my dad hated onions, garlic, chives, I mean, anything delicious, so we never had onions in our food, but I think when I finally discovered how amazing they were, now I just use them way too often. So if you don't like onions, that's totally fine, completely understandable. You can completely skip this step, and that's fine. If you want to add maybe bell peppers, what else would be good in here? I mean, you can even saute the broccoli, whatever you want to do. I just really love onions. I love them when they get caramelized, and they just go really well with the chicken, so just wanted to put that out there. Okay, so right when the onions got kind of caramelized, right away I added the chicken. Like I said before, these pieces are bigger than normal for me, so I would say each side maybe 5 minutes, but once again, it's just something you have to watch. It's hard to just give something a time limit because no one is ever going to get the exact same chicken breast size or chicken thigh size, so you just kind of watch it and use your best judgment. I think you know when your meat is cooked, so let you guys see how this turns out. You don't always have to do this, but I just put the lid so that the top can kind of start cooking too. You can see the smoke in there, so that will affect all of the chicken, and the top will start cooking a little bit too. Let's see how our broccoli's doing. Looking good. You see how it kind of starts getting crispy? That's exactly what we're looking for. So I think it has about 10 more minutes left. You like my little Valentine's Day towel? 99-cent store, people. I also got the cute little oven mitts. I just wish I had somewhere to hang them, but aren't they so cute? I love Valentine's Day. So while I wait for that, those 3 pieces of chicken to cook up, I'm gonna go ahead and cut up the other half of the onion I'm gonna use for the other 3 pieces I'm gonna cook. And I should probably start chopping stuff up for my vegetable soup. Now, I'm not going to do a tutorial on how I make that soup now because my very first video I ever did was my 0-point vegetable soup. So if you want to see that, it's the first video I ever did. It was maybe like 5-6 videos ago. I'm acting like I've been doing this forever. So check out that video and let me know what you think. Super good, 0-point soup. I love 0-point anything. It's filling. I use it for lunch. It's awesome. Try it out. It's not the most fabulous looking soup, but it's really good and super filling. 0 points. Okay, so the broccoli is ready. Show you guys. Ooh. Look at that. See how it's just nice and crispy? like smoke coming off of it. I don't know if you can see. Let me see if I can pick one up without burning my finger. See how it's like the ends are crispy? That's exactly what I wanted. I think it's just about time to take this chicken out of there as well. Yep, this is just about ready, so I'm just gonna take them out and put them in here because I'll cut them into like 4-ounce portions once the other ones are ready as well. Take out these onions, put those in there too. Clean this pan up and get it ready for the next 3 thighs I'm gonna cook as well. The beauty of non-stick pans. So it's not perfect, but I just took a damp paper towel, kind of swiveled it around. Anything that was stuck, I just scraped it off. So I'm gonna turn this back on and do that exact same process all over again. No need for you guys to see. It's gonna be the exact same thing. I'm gonna just let the broccoli cool off. Letting the chicken cool off so that I can go ahead and package it all. I'll show you guys what that looks like. You guys, I just realized this should have been step 1, but I just completely forgot. Brown rice. So I have my Aroma rice cooker here. Good thing with this is that it actually has the option for brown rice, which I really like because white rice and brown rice are obviously not the same. Brown rice takes quite a bit longer to cook. That's why I should have done this in the beginning. This usually takes about an hour and a half. But anyways, I got a cup of brown rice in here, washed and rinsed, and 2.5 cups of water. So to this, I'm just going to add my good old seasoning, my McCormick Himalayan pink sea salt, black pepper, and garlic, and some Knorr chicken stock. Mix that, just press the button, and it'll beep when it's ready. So it's all mixed in there. I just realized I said chicken stock. I didn't mean chicken stock. I just mean this Knorr chicken bouillon flavor. It's basically the same as a bouillon cube, just comes all in a little package. 99-cent store, people. I grew up on this stuff. Okay, so we shut this, turn it on, and press brown rice. And now we just wait. If you don't have one of these, you can just make it on the stove. Luckily, I have one. If you don't have one, get one. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so I started the prepping, and my chicken was enough for all my meal preps except for one. But that's okay. I'll just use my Tyson grilled chicken strips, put 4 ounces of that in there. So, oh yeah, each one of these has 4 ounces of the chicken, not including the onions. I mean, I'm sure some onions were weighed. I just kind of left that out and topped it off in the end, but super good. Super, super good, my chicken. There you go. So I just added 4 ounces of the Tyson grilled and ready chicken strips. Added these in frozen. I usually keep this refrigerated, so once it thaws and you microwave it at work, it'll be perfectly fine. Okay, now I got my broccoli in there. All I need to wait for now is the rice, and that's probably going to be about another hour. So while I do that, I'm going to work on my vegetable soup. Here it is, my 0-point soup. This is pretty much done, just letting it finish up simmering here. Like I said, if you want to see how I make this, the full version, you can watch the 0-point Weight Watcher soup on my channel. I'm gonna have this with lunch for the rest of the week. It's a great filler to have with lunch. 0 points, absolutely delicious. Still just waiting on the rice to finish up. Once that's done, I will show you what my meal prep looks like. Rice is ready. This thing beeps like crazy. The first time I used it, I thought the fire alarm was going off. So here she is. Gonna put a 1/3 cup of this in each of my meal preps. Okay, so here they are, completed. All of my meal preps. So these are 6 points because each of them has 4 ounces of chicken. So that's 4 points.
So 4, 5, 6, because a third cup of brown rice is 2 points. And obviously the broccoli is 0, so these are all 6-point lunches, except for this one since I used chicken breast. If you're on freestyle, this would be 0, 0, and 2, so this would be a 2-point lunch. But since I'm doing smart points, the 4 ounces of this chicken breast is 2 points, so this is a 4-point lunch. So I'll probably take this one, and Vinny can take a few of the other ones. So yeah, that's it.
All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed my little meal prep video. Hope to do more. And here's to this week and staying on track this time. Last week I didn't do so good, but like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, all I can do is get up and continue and try to do my best. So have a lovely week, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.